Newark Antiques Interiors. We are the largest antique centre in Newark. We're around about 14,000 square feet. We've got 7 buildings with around about 70 dealers altogether. I'd like to take you today just to have a little walk through and show you what we're all about. This is building 1 of 7. Inside building 1 we have 4 dealers. On this side we have the mid-century stuff, so lots of stock from Sweden. We have a delivery every few months, but lots and lots of stock, generally a big container. As we head through, we have, again, mid-century stuff, but a lot more art, design, and interesting furniture, basically. One of our important services here is our online business, and that is done mainly here, where we have our photography studio. We'll look to get around about 25 items on a week. They're professionally described and photographed, and a lot of that magic happens here. So we're going to move through from building 1 to building 2 now. Now you can walk straight through from building 1 to 2. We have different doors as well, but if you head this way. This is one of our most popular dealers. He has multiple pitches here. Very experienced dealer, very commercially friendly. We have lots of dealers here, but lots of them are always looking to expand, and this is a prime example of this tenant here. He does have multiple pitches here. They can be found in buildings 4 and buildings 5. So I'll mention again, we are 7 buildings here. We've already been through 1 and 2 and to 3. Next we'll head through to building 4. It's a big horseshoe basically, so once you come into building 1, you can work your way all the way around and into our main building. So building 4, very, very popular building or dealer for the guys that come to the fair. Again, it's that real good mix of stock that will attract those customers in. This building will change very, very regularly, maybe 2 or 3 times a week sometimes, depending on how much stock's coming through. This is a great example of our range of stock. Next up on the tour will be building number 5. Now in building number 5 we've got 17 dealers, so it is our largest building here at Newark Antiques. As the name suggests, we are more than antiques, we are interiors too, and inside that building you'll find a lot more interiors. So you start to get a good idea about how big we are. What I love about this company is our variety. This building in particular is a great example of how varied our stock is. For the last 40 years it's been predominantly a trade hub, so lots of dealers, whether it be experienced or hobbyists. More recently we've seen a definite increase in the amount of private buyers. The average age is starting to come down. We've generally been in an industry for sort of 40-year-old plus, but we are starting to see a younger demographic now of 30 upwards, so our market's definitely expanding. So we don't really have an interior / decorative section, but I definitely feel like most of that is starting to gather in this section here. We're still in building 5. This is one of our newer dealers, Andy. Been really popular since he first started. Lots of glassware, has sold really, really well since it's been here. But you start to feel like there's less brown furniture here, a lot more kind of whites and metals and stuff. Many of our dealers will opt in for seasonal sales or sales around fair times. The dealer here is a prime example of that. Beautiful grandfather clocks. This gentleman does actually offer a service where he will deliver and set up the clocks for you. And next we're going to head into the second half of building number 5. We did say there were 17 dealers in here, and the rest of them are through here. So not all antiques are indoor furniture. Prime example here of one of our long-standing dealers. His collection is more about garden furniture, lots of wrought iron and sculptures. It's a great space to look if you're looking to improve your garden. So this is the final part of building 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 dealers in here. Still a really good mix of furniture. This building will change very, very regularly. We've got some great French, smaller antiques, lower priced items. Through here we've got big chests of drawers, larger furniture for those larger houses. A good example of one of our dealers here who specialises in a lot of pine stock. Now pine is really, really good for those American clients in particular. This lady has done really well since she's been in here with the American market. The fairs are really good for us. We get a lot more customers coming through, but particularly international customers from the US, from Korea, from Australia and throughout Europe. It's such a good way for us to kind of spread our message to the world really of those customers coming in. We deal with a lot of exporters, you know, we can have stock shipped all over the world, that's not a problem. Selling antiques has become really popular online recently. So much of our sales are done online now. We do have a website, that's www.newarkantiques.co.uk. With the website we've got free UK mainland delivery, we've got a 14-day return policy, and that website will update pretty much every single day, so there's always something new to look at. So we're going to leave building 5 now and go into our final outbuilding, which is building number 7. Just on the left here we do have an on-site restorer, very, very helpful guy. Feel free to just ask for any questions you've got on restoring stock. our final outbuilding. As you notice on the left here, we have an empty pitch. We've had a long-standing tenant recently retire. However, we've had another dealer who's next to him, who's been looking to expand for some time. He will now be moving on to this pitch as well. A lot of what we do here is move furniture around. Now, we just caught a dealer mid-process of bringing some stock in. It's completely retail ready again. It's had some refurbished work done to it. Big, beautiful pieces of French antiques. Definitely a dealer that understands presentation. Now, it might look a bit of a mess at the moment, but this pitch is usually perfectly presented. So I'm gonna take you out of building 7 now into the main building. In the main building, you'll find generally the team as guys, but also some more dealers too. So we've got some of our rarest antiques in here, some real unusual stuff. When you visit the centre, you need any assistance at all, you can come in here, you can find a member of staff. There will be some outside as well, but most of our staff are in here. In the main building, there are about 6 dealers that showcase in here. I'll take you through to the next section. Now, most of our cabinets are upstairs, but on some pitches we do have some cabinets. This dealer is a prime example. Again, super rare decoy ducks, beautiful ornaments, some great pieces. Upstairs, we do have another floor full of antiques and collectibles. Before we get there, we do have a gallery staircase, so lots of artwork, a real mixture of styles and genres. Interesting landscapes, but portraiture stuff. So that's almost it for a tour at Newark Antiques Interiors. We do have one more section, which is the upstairs section, smalls and collectibles. We'll introduce that in another video. Now, as mentioned before, we do have multiple ways to get in touch. One of those is the website, that's www.newarkantiques.co.uk. And we also have free UK mainland delivery on the website, plus a 14-day return policy. There are other ways too. You can use social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. You can reach out to us at Newark Antiques on either of those sites, or you can give us a call. Our number is 01636 674869.